Hi girls, it's Jenny with Plannerperfect, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you my September goals and how I set all mine up in my Isabella A5. Welcome back, you guys. If you are new, welcome. My name is Jenny Penton, founder of Plannerperfect, and I coach women how to write a better story for their lives through the power of scripting. And if you are not new, welcome back, and I'm so glad that you're here. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you my goals that I have set for September. I can't believe it's September yet. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't excited. I mean, I've been already drinking a very low-calorie pumpkin spice cold brew, decaf, of course. And I'm getting ready for it. I'm just prepared. I'm pumped. You can ask my family. My house is already ready for fall. And I was in August. My sister one time was like, is that Halloween candy and a pumpkin? It's August. I'm like, what's your point? Like, literally, what's your point? So I have my September goals down. I absolutely love them. But before I turn you around and show you what mine are, ours are going to look different, right? Ours are going to look different. We have different lives, different seasons that we're in. And I want to tell you why I set up my planners this way with these goals and why they're so effective and how you can assure that the goals that you set get sprinkled within your days. I call them sprinkling, and I'm going to tell you why. So that you can execute them. So I set up the goals in the beginning of each month so that you have a space, a place where you can put down all the ideas and all of the dreaming up about of certain things that are celebrations, goal sets for yourself, even that you have, but they're personal, spiritual, all of it, all within your planning system. And you've got this space to be able to write the detail. You know why? You know why you need detail? Because that is where the joy is. That is where the success lies. Because without detail, you won't be motivated to execute it. Why? Because if you don't know how, and if you don't know why you're going to do something, the odds are against you. And you want to set yourself up for success in everything that you set out to do. I mean, if you're going to say you're going to do something, then set yourself up to at least get her done. So this is why I've given space for you to be able to dream about that month and what you would like to, a course of action for yourself, for you yourself to begin and do, whether it be a new routine, a new goal set for exercise, something that you're going to pursue for a business. And it's just, there's just so many possibilities. Birthday parties for your children, there's Halloween, there could be Christmas, Thanksgiving, all of the different things that you could be thinking about and dreaming about. And you need this space to be able to be detailed on how you're going to do it. And when you're writing out your how, you really fulfill the why. And because whenever you endeavor to do something, you want to be doing it 100%, and you really wanted to be doing it for the glory of God. And so when you do approach to do anything, you're not going to be having it. You're not going to be half doing it. You want to do it 100%. You want to give it your all, or don't do it at all. And that's one of the things I learned from my moms, because if you're going to do something, then you're fully committed. And that's what God expects from us with Him, is that we are fully committed. We're not on the fence. We're not half in, half out, half with the world, half with God. We are all in. That means that we fully trust, we fully submit, and we're all in. And that's how we should be living our lives on an everyday basis with the things that we are in, that is our role and our duty to do. So for your homemaking and for your mothering and for your personal life, having a space to be able to write down in detail how you expect to get that done and the inspiration to get you pumped to do it really triggers also the mind that it's already a done deal. I've already lived this out. You're activating your imagination, and it's almost feels as though, because you activate feelings with it, you get excited about it, and it's as though your mind has felt that it's already done it. So it's really, then it really becomes intrinsically, it'll motivate you, your mind will, in order to accomplish these things you set out to do. So it makes it effortless. It's really effortless living when you take the time to first know that when you commit to something, you're all in, to second of all, write down your intentions behind how you're going to execute it and make sure you're giving that someone or something or yourself your all. And all of that is self-empowering, and it really will help you. You'll see success in your life like you never have before. So with that said, I'm going to turn you around. I'm going to show you what my goals are, my personal goals for September, and what I've got going on. And then hopefully this will get you stoked to be able to get going in your goal pages if you haven't already, and how to really ensure that you can do this within your weeks leading up to the goal date. So as you know, when you go to set these goals, there's a date in mind within that calendar on when that date falls or when you plan on beginning. So in order to be able to make sure that that happens, what I like to do is say, okay, well, I have this new fall routine. That was my first thing, one of the first things I was going to do. This is my new fall routine of what I was going to do. One of the ways that you can ensure that you do execute it and that you're not missing it when it comes to within your days, your daily life, is that you can put it in your calendar. You can put a big circle on it and say, okay, I'm starting on this day. And then, you're always kind of referencing and flipping, and like every day, when you go to plan your daily, with your week, be looking at your goals and seeing, okay, this so-and-so's birthday's on this day. A week prior, I want to start being prepped and ready so that I ensure that it's a success and I can get everything done with ease. And so you start looking at all those things that you had said you wanted to do and how you were going to do it. And so you start to sprinkle in, like, well, today I'll do the shopping for it, and this day I'll do the baking for it, and this day I will get the home ready for it. And it's just all of those things that you've already written down. Now you're sprinkling in your week leading up to the day of the goal of all of the things that you're going to do to ensure that it's a success. And it will seem so effortless to any onlooker, and you'll notice that your life, it's just easy. It's like everyday living, yet it's so over the top that what we are presenting or doing or how we're behaving or how our own personal life seems to be really flowing and being blessed is just that, you're all in, and you will do all of these things, and you do it with increments, and you know your why, and and when you do that, it just seems effortless. But it's just a matter of dreaming and using your imagination to be thinking up in all of these ways that you can bless your family, bless your husband, bless your friends, or actually execute a goal for yourself, which when you're even doing that, you in turn are blessing others. So when you set up a goal for yourself, you want to start a small business, you have others and serving others in mind. So it's always something in a way that you're setting goals where you're all in and doing it for the glory of God, and you're serving other people. And whether it's a clean home or the way you take care of yourself so that you're filled so you can serve your family, it's all of these things that you're doing to 100%, because when you are setting goals like this and you're taking care of your home and your life, you're being a good steward of your life to God, and you are ensuring that because you're accountable to God, you are making sure that whatever that you're doing for Him. And so you're going to be all in, girls, all in. So that's why I set up my planners that way. That's how you can really sprinkle them in. When it comes to even my routine, it starts like on the first of today, it starts on the first of that new month, my new routine. And so I already start taking all that I brain dumped in my goal pages, and I'm already writing them daily in my planner, the new routine. So that's how I'm executing that goal. It's just, that's how you do those goals. And if it was something that was in the middle of the month or something like that, then yeah, you're going to need to make sure you look back at it, you see it's in your calendar, and then you go back and then you start sprinkling in your days things you need to do leading up to that date. So that's how you really just get all these things done. Let's go ahead, look at my goals, and get you inspired to set the best goals for your life this September. You guys, we are going to look at my goals for September and what I have set. This is kind of what I'm into right now, and I'm digging it totally and completely. Okay, and so love Adele. This is Jaja A5, and I'm loving it. I'm September ready. I've got Penny Wren right here in the front. And I'm just going to show you what I've got going on for my goals. Okay. I'm not going to get too detailed on the fall routine because this one needs its own video. So be looking out for that within the next day or two. So anyways, what I did was I did a fall routine for one of them. Now, I love to read books. I am in love with it. So in order that I don't get lost in book reading and I just then it gets overwhelming and so I don't do it at all, I literally have to pick from some that I have and make it that is my month goal to read these certain books. So I'm going to go over those with you, and this is what I'm doing. And I even know when I'm going to read them. If I say I'm going to read it, but yet I don't write down how or when I'm going to read it, I'll never read it. It would be so just like if I remembered, if I was in a lull and it was on Kindle, then maybe I could pull it up. But when life is very demanding and things are pulling at you all the time, unless you have your own plan in place, by default, you'll go towards the world's demands. That's why you plan your life first with all of its intentions and what you plan on doing, and then you tell the world what's up, and the people in it. So I'm going to go over that with you too. This is my lower calorie meals and the different things that are for me. So this is kind of something that is kind of new for me, where I'm kind of more protein and just lower calorie, and I'm just doing it this way. I know I have been a lot flip-flopped everywhere, but just got new revelation. And so I'll discuss that on another time, but this is just me being intentional about the food that I'm eating and not just eating and not intentional. So I'm being intentional about the food that I'm putting into my body and the caloricness of it at this point, since I want to lose a few. So it's more just that for me than just eating and saying, oh, it's probably good enough for that. I have to be intentional about it. And here I'm writing down like some of my go-tos that make it easy for this month, and then I can expound upon it. Then I've got certain projects that I want to do in this month specifically that I wrote down. And a lot of times, sometimes I'll write these down in pencil because then I can erase them. So sometimes that's what I do. So let's go back and now this is where I did my fall routine. And I kind of did it in I'm not going to go detailed because I'm going to do a separate video, but I put it in like a calendar square because each day has its things that I want to accomplish. And then I have also my daily disciplines. So each day carries new projects and different projects. And then I also have daily disciplines. So I wrote all that down. That took some thought, let me tell you. And then even on the back of this tip-in that I put just some things about things I wanted to accomplish and remind myself. So my book reads that I'm reading, I'm into Andrew Womack, Believer's Authority and Study Guide. And I really wanted to do that with you as a YouTube each week. If you guys are interested in that, it would be a really fun course, and I could give you printables that you could follow along with. So I just want to know if you are interested in that. So do let me know. I would like to start that this month because I think it would just really, really be amazing. And then I've got God's Maximum. This is by Jerry Savelle. I wanted to read that book. And You Shall Decree a Thing. I actually forget who that's from. Self-Study Bible course. This is by Derek Prince. Write, Pray, and Repeat. That's by my one of the pastors of my church. the book of Romans, which is a commentary from Andrew Womack, which I'm in Romans, so I've been doing that. Also, I got Andrew Womack's Bible commentary of the Gospels, so I really wanted to be looking through that and getting acquainted with it. I have this author Jamie Rarbaugh. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, but Speak Life and 21 Days of Breakthrough. And then the Seven Mountain Prophecy. I do not have that author in front of my face. I didn't write it down. And also this course I was taking for YouTube that I wanted to make sure that I do and finish this month. This seems like a lot, but I read a ton. It's just that what I wanted to change was that I'm not flip-flopping all over the place in reading. I wanted to be more intentional and make sure that these certain books get done first, and then I do another round. So when I'm going to read these is in the evening. So I decided that all of my evenings were going to be where I have my downtime. So literally after I'm done with dinner and everyone helps me clean up and the last of laundry is folded, then around 7 should be the time, 7 to 10. It's like I literally don't do anything. I'm on the couch. I've got my kids, my husband, we're all watching a movie or we're playing a game, or I'm just literally doing nothing. And I'm just in my planner and also reading a book, and I will spend like an hour reading. So this is my time to read, and I know I can, okay, I'm going to pick this one up first. Once I'm done, then I move on to the next one, and so on and so forth. So that is how I set up my goals. I don't have any birthdays. I will have my next birthday for one of my kids is in December. I do have my sister's birthday, but I'm not really necessarily planning that, so I don't have it in here. But so I don't really have that going on, and there is no major holiday in September. So yeah, for goals, this is what I chose for my goals. I literally could probably go on and on, such as apple picking, blah, 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 things like that. But I can also, for things like that, because I do want to have a specific day where we do apples. But I will say, if it's not chilly, my boys will not go. So I got to just kind of see when that would be and how we would be together and pick that, and to go pick apples. And so I'm still kind of thinking about that one. So then when I get into my planner, I can also write down full detail about that and just make it happen on my planner page, since it's not like this huge event. It's just picking apples. But other than that, I really feel like I got everything I wanted as a goal in my goal pages. So happy setting goals, okay? Have a good time being intentional, being detailed, and conquering the goals that you've set for your life and your family. Okay? So girls, until next time we're together. Bye-bye.